Stadium, welcome along for the first session of the day.
The next event is a semi-final of the men's high jump.
Since the Ukraine first came into the Olympic Games, they've enjoyed great success. The question is, will they have it in this event? It's always interesting to see where an athlete will pitch this first selection. Well, this is going to be a real test for this athlete, and now it's got to be one of those where all of those hours of practice, all of those hours of training are going to come for this one attempt. Attempt number 2. Well, the takeoff was poor there. I don't know what was wrong with this athlete, but I think they need to have another look at this. Didn't give himself a chance at all of crossing there. Well, that's a huge disappointment. Well, let's take a final look at the scoreboard then and see who's qualified. Well, the scoreboard... Welcome to the Aquatic Centre, a state-of-the-art building made specifically for these games. Let's take a look at the lineup for this event. Got to choose the routine here, and it must be one that's achievable. Well, if this diver can complete this with the minimum of fuss, the judges undoubtedly will be impressed. A shake of the head in frustration, and I'm afraid to say this diver is nowhere near their best today. Looks really good on the platform, but when it came to everything else, technique on this occasion just letting this diver down. Well, we're on to the second dives then. Here we go then. Needs to just go for it here. Well, that's very, very disappointing. Here is the replay. Didn't achieve what he set out to there. Well, last place after the latest round, and this athlete really needs to improve quickly. Great elevation off the board. Can he complete it? Well, not bad. There's a big splash. Well, I'll be interested to see how the judges score this one, because I think they really could take one of two routes with it. So 7th place out of 8 is not the best of reading for this athlete, but it's what the scoreboard's saying. It's the brutal truth, I'm afraid. Well, not bad at all. I think, though, the diver knows they could have done better with that. Let's see what the judges have got to say about that. Well, doesn't make good reading the scoreboard here. Well, needs to improve on the difficulty levels here. Well, this is going to be really tough. One of the hardest dives to choose. Well, that's a good performance. Here's the replay. Well, the judges will have their say now. Let's take another look at the scoreboard then after the latest round in the men's diving. What kind of dive will he select here? How brave is he feeling at this point? Well, I think there are a few errors in there, and there will be points that are lost here. Here's the replay. No doubt there are a few nerves as the scores start to come in. Well, frustration, disappointment, not quite despair, I don't think, but this hasn't really worked out as this athlete had hoped for. This is confirmation of the final standings. Well, the good news... It's a terrific atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes. There really is stiff competition in this event. Each athlete must be at their very best if they want to take home a medal. The divers have to select what they're going to do, and if they can't do that, then obviously the judges will take a dim view of that. Well, it was okay from the Ukraine, nothing more though. Very average dive. The idea was nice, the execution just a little off on this occasion. Showed really good strength, and the technique for most of the dive was good. Just fell apart at the end. And once again, that will cost him on the scoreboard. A decent start in this competition. I'm sure this athlete, though, has plenty still to prove. Dive number 2, still need to be careful what to choose here. Only this athlete knows. Well, that's all right, that's not bad. Certainly will put this athlete in the mix. Here's the replay. This one of the more simple dives, and this athlete really had to execute on this. How will the judges score this one? Certainly an average attempt, not overly ambitious. Be interesting, this. Well, this is a tough choice. How to improve on that last dive. There are plenty of options. Well, he likes that performance, and quite rightly so. Here's the replay. The judges' marks are awaited, and you can never be totally sure if they see it the same way as we do. Well, that's the end of the round, and now on the scoreboard has a really big lead. So many options to go for. Crowd responding to that. The crowd seem to like it. Let's take a look at the replay. That was a fairly good dive, and I think the judges will quite like it. Well, that's the end of the round, and this is the reality of the situation. A magnificent performance and a huge, huge lead. Well, this is going to be a difficult selection, and good execution here will see them right in the mix. Well, not bad, not bad. Does everything right here, right up until the last moment. Perhaps needed a bit more power in the takeoff. Let's have another look. Well, another look at the scoreboard, and this is the impact that last dive has had. How ambitious is he going to be with this attempt? Well, that's quite ambitious. Looks composed on the platform, though. The fans like that. Let's take a look at the replay. Good degree of difficulty and well executed. Technically, not much wrong with that last dive, and I'm sure the scores will reflect that. Well, if the hairs on the back of your neck aren't standing on end after that performance, you're not human, quite simply. What a performance and what a celebration. Second on the podium, second on the scoreboard, a silver medal for Great Britain. Stadium risers here to salute three fine competitors, fully deserving of the accolades that they're receiving. Let's round things up then with a quick glance at the medal table. That's the end of the games for these. For the moment, the flame continues to burn here at the Olympic Stadium in London, but it has been a quite terrific games. The performances have been every bit what you'd expect from the biggest show in the world of sport. So many iconic landmarks that have just become part and parcel of these games, and that's what London has really brought to the table. The flags wave in celebration after so many good performances. The athletes represented down on the trackside, the nations coming together as one for the last time at the 2012 Games. The city has hosted this magnificently, and this closing ceremony really does signify how the whole of the world has come together here. Many of these athletes will now be turning their attentions to the next time they get the chance to compete for an Olympic medal. The flags of the nations stretch out around the track. The Olympic rings link together at the centre of the stadium, the heart and soul of these games. For now, the lights burn brightly over the Olympic Stadium, as does the flame. The closing ceremony is well underway, and the celebrations are going to go deep into the London night. It really has been a fantastic Games. Thank you for joining us. From Seth Bennett and Alison Kirbishley, we'll see you next time.